When there is a fire and the smoke detector sounds its alarm is when the most crucial part of your plan for home fire emergencies comes into action. The function of this alarm is limited. All it can do is wake you up and alert you to a fire. After that, it's up to you. Part 4 of our plan is having a home exit plan for the entire family. A home exit plan contains the following 2 things for every member of the family. Number 1, there should be 2 ways out of each room. The normal exit, down the hall and out the door, and an emergency exit, such as climbing out a window or balcony. When exiting, get down and crawl to safety. Heated smoke and gases rise, so cleaner, cool air will be down low. Part 2 of the home exit plan is a predetermined meeting place where everyone can be accounted for. When everyone is out, go to a telephone and call the fire department. Keep calm, give them your name, the address of the fire, and what is on fire. If you live in a rural area, make sure the fire department has all the information needed to find your home. Don't hang up until the fire department does.
Yes, this is Jenny Bayless. I live at 1412 East Will Rogers Drive and my house is on fire. No, everybody's out of the house and I'm at the neighbor's. Okay, when can you be here? Okay. Thank you.
An emergency is the wrong time to look up telephone numbers. Keep an emergency telephone label on or near your phone. Give some to your neighbors. You may need to use their phone one day. The key to success in a home exit plan is practice. Everyone in the family must know their exits and meeting place for the plan to work. Get together as a family and discuss your plan, then practice it. The best time to handle an emergency is before the emergency. Well, that about covers the 4-step plan for home fire emergencies. It's really quite simple. Buy smoke detectors, install them, maintain and test them, and practice your home exit plan. A home fire is devastating, but a home fire with injuries or fatalities is an unexpressible loss. Following the 4 steps we have talked about in our plan for home fire emergencies is the best way to keep your family safe from such a fire. Isn't that worth any effort, especially when it isn't any effort at all? Wake up. Smoke detectors can save your life.
Did you know that the Earth is like a giant insulated blanket? And when it's cold outside, that there's more than enough energy down here to keep your house cozy warm? Well, GS systems use the energy in the Earth to do just that. The GS system is a heating and cooling system contained completely inside your home, assisted by pipes buried in the ground. Now, nothing's exposed to the elements, so a GS system will last a very, very long time. When it's hot, the insulated Earth stays cool. GS systems can reverse themselves to put the heat from your home back into the cooler Earth. GS systems offer clean, quiet comfort year-round at a tremendous savings to you.
Quick, mark your calendar now. This is an opportunity you won't want to miss. No, don't mark it like that. Mark August 22nd, 1992. On August 22nd, a very important event will occur. The OSFA Annual State Fire School. Blow it up or burn it down this year at OSFA.
The component which is changed most frequently is the gathering unit, called the head or header. For harvesting wheat and several other crops, the gathering unit is called a small grain platform. The platform cuts off the head and a small portion of the stalk from the plant and feeds it to the cylinder for threshing. On modern self-propelled combines, header widths of 30 feet are very common.
You'll be in great company as you join satisfied groups like these clients who have been entertained, inspired, and impressed by Dale Minnick. Here's just a few of the benefits you and your audience will receive with Dale Minnick at your meeting.
My 4-year-old, we're in San Antonio, Texas this past summer. Every attendee is out by the pool with us. My daughter jumps up out of the pool and screams at the top of her voice, "Daddy, Daddy, I just did something in the pool I wasn't supposed to." People started coming out of the pool. There wasn't anybody left. And they were all looking at me, and I hadn't even spoken yet. She came over and said, she saw she'd caused quite a commotion. She said, "Daddy, I just jumped in the deep end." Humor is the spoonful of sugar that makes the rest of my message go down, and I use about 80 to 90% humor in my presentations. I came home from being in Japan for 2 weeks. She met me at the front door, kissed me as she always does, said, "Honey, I want you to come back around here behind the house. I've got a new hobby, and I want you to see it." I ran back there. There she had a chicken coop back there with 7 chickens in it. I said, "Honey, I'm glad you found something you could be excited about, something you could be devoting your energies to, but honey, you got 5 hens in there and 2 roosters. You don't need 2 roosters with only 5 hens." And she said, "You do when one of them's gone all the time." And I think the reason humor is so important, just a few days ago in Pennsylvania, after my speech, a lady came up to me, told me that she had in the past few months lost her husband and both her parents and had been forced to sell the family business. And she said, "You know, you made me laugh even though I didn't want to." And she said, "For the first time in a long time, I think things are going to be okay." You say, "I want you to remember this one thing. In order for me to help you remember it, I'd like for each one of you to take your right index finger and put it up in the air." It's the one on this side for those of you who... Now take that right index finger, put it in your right ear, please. Your own ear, Tom. I want you to remember this, that it's always too soon to take your finger out of your ear. It's always too soon to give up. Take your finger out now. The reason I did that, I didn't want it going in one ear and right on. And if you can pick that one thing, my success as a humorist has been my ability to identify that primary thread that operates through everyone's mind and address it, have fun with it, use it as a springboard for a motivational message. Sometimes it's pretty easy.
As important as humor is to his presentations, Dale feels it is only the sugar coating for his real medicine, the message of encouragement and empowerment he leaves with audiences.
But you know, and not to be crass about it, but of all the people that have walked the face of this earth, there have been about 80 billion of them. There's never been one just like you. You're it for all time. You're in a special industry, and I hope you remember that. I think a professional speaker is someone who considers himself, as I do, to be the meeting planner's partner. I'm your partner. I'm the meeting planner's partner. And I have certain responsibilities as the professional speaker that I need to take care of on my end to make sure that your meeting is a success.
Dale knows that as a meeting planner, you have a certain objective you need to accomplish. Dale is dedicated to achieving that objective.
I want to shift gears here just a minute and give you a little bit of what Ed referred to as my stick, pick, hook, look, laugh, and praise speech. And the first one of these is stick. But I want to leave you with my final B's, and that's what we started out here today to talk about, is to give you a handful of B's.
Dale also has developed programs on teamwork and leadership, sales, and membership development for associations.
Well, I think I'm a friendly person by nature. I grew up in a relatively isolated part of Oklahoma, and people have always been interesting to me. And I believe that the more people I can touch, the more people I can get to know before my speech, the better I'll be able to touch them and entertain them during my speech. Many speakers will tell you that it's not wise to use members of the audience in their presentation. I love to do that because, for one thing, I get to know my audience much better than most speakers, I believe. And so it's a comfortable thing, and everyone's having a good time before the presentation.
What? Mr. Harden, what do you do here, sir? What do I do? Yes, sir. I'm in the iron and steel business. The iron and steel? My wife irons and I seal. You seal. What do you really do here in town? I'm a lawyer.
Who's the rooster here? We got a rooster here? Fine bunch of hens you got here, ain't it?
Dale's experience in over 10 years as a professional speaker has put him on a platform with lots of different kinds of people. He shared the platform with the President of the United States and the janitor, and he liked working with both of them. His experiences as a speaker have led him to write his newest book, How to Get Up in Front Without Getting Down, for business leaders, beginning speakers, and closet humorists. Dale is a businessman with experience as a university teacher, a corporate economist, a finance executive, a real estate developer, an association executive, and an international marketer. Dale runs a wheat and cattle operation in northwest Oklahoma. When he's not on the road speaking, he's a hands-on rancher. Dale's 4 kids also keep him busy when he's home. He test markets new material on his kids and doesn't say anything he wouldn't want them to hear. These other areas of Dale's life build the platform from which he speaks. Your audience will identify with him and feel they've found a friend because they can tell Dale shares their concerns. Let's go back to Dale for some final comments.
Thanks for watching the tape. I hope it's been useful in helping you select just exactly the right speaker for your meeting. I look forward to the opportunity of working with you soon, and I'll leave you with the same words I tell my wife every Thursday when she goes to the beauty shop. Good luck to you.
Oklahoma is a very diverse land in terms of its landscape and its population. Oklahoma State University Fire Service Training takes a great deal of pride in servicing this diverse land and its citizens. Hi, I'm Doug Forsman, Director of Fire Service Training at Oklahoma State University. From the very smallest volunteer fire department to the largest metropolitan fire department, we attempt to deliver training throughout the state and to its four corners. Accomplished through a three-pronged process that uses the expertise and talents of the fire service community, we make an effort to provide the highest quality service wherever we can. This tape takes you to the four corners of the state to introduce you to just a handful of the people who are involved in the delivery system. For now, let them tell you about OSU Fire Service Training. So for now, sit back, relax, and leave the traveling to us.
Fire Service Training employs 8 full-time instructors to teach and coordinate training throughout the four corners of Oklahoma. The job we face, well, it's a challenging one, but rewarding in the knowledge of its improvement of fire prevention and protection in our communities, both yours and mine. Our role within the FST delivery system includes such areas as instructor training, basic skills, rope rescue, auto extrication, and many other specialized courses.
Along with these duties, we help FST provide other services to fire departments throughout the state. Some of these valuable services include promotional exams, fire protection surveys, fire station location surveys, and fire apparatus service testing. It would be impossible for the 8 of us to provide all of these services to the 900 plus fire departments throughout the state of Oklahoma. That's why, as full-time instructors, we're only one element of the FST delivery system.
Instructor certification courses provided by Fire Service Training, certified instructors for the local fire department, contained within the four corners of the state. As certified instructors, we are then allowed to function as in-house instructors, providing fire service training, certified classes to our departments. With in-house training, local departments are able to develop programs of frequent and routine training for its members. Fire Service Training supports this training through maintaining the training records and awarding appropriate certificates if needed. Periodic classes from Fire Service Training can also supplement the local program. The in-house element of Fire Service Training delivery system provides irreplaceable training. However, even this instruction combined with that provided by full-time instructors cannot cover all the needs of the state's 13,500 firefighters.
"50 part-time instructors comprise a third element of FST's delivery system. Part-time instructors, or PTIs, are certified instructors that meet certain qualifications and have completed a selection process set by FST. Our job is to serve Oklahoma Fire Service by teaching and coordinating classes throughout the state. In many respects, we provide the same services and instruction of FST's full-time instructional staff. This coverage of instruction that we help FST achieve in every region of the state is made possible by FST selecting PTIs from strategic locations between the four corners of the state. Fire Service Training's comprehensive system of full-time in-house and part-time instructors provides training to your fire department wherever you are, from the four corners of the state to where Oklahoma began.
I'm Nancy Trench, Assistant Director of Fire Service Training. We've traveled the four corners of Oklahoma to illustrate our training delivery system. Now we're here in Stillwater on the campus of OSU, the hub of our operations.